I do not understand this generation where grandparents and parents allow teenagers to cohabit in their house and they're bringing absolutely nothing to the table. Did your mom put you out? Is that the reason why you were living here? So you just told your mom, I want to go live with my boyfriend. So, oh, you just left with no place to stay, just depending on somebody allowing you to stay. So what, did you all spend all day in his room, or I should say in his grandmother's room, because that's her home, not his, smoking all day? People always do this shyness thing, but then when they're at the grandmother's house, living with a boyfriend in the grandmother's house with drugs, cash, and firearms, and you screaming at this other person for calling the police, getting upset with them. And then I guess you put your hand through a window because how dare he call the police just because his brother tried to stab him or something. Like, how dare he call the police? Are you named after the singer?
Yes.
I knew it. Vashawn, this is a application, and let me ask you, how long was the letter that Aaliyah sent? Was it 7 pages or 14? 7-page letter? Her mom names her after that, but she doesn't know any of the songs. You should read this. I mean, you should listen to the 7-page letter. How many pages was it?
4 pages.
Where is Charles Bunk when we need him?
4 pages, Judge. I'm singing it, and I was like, no, it's not 7.
Yes. It's 4 pages. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sending you a 4-page letter. Okay. I'm going to follow your agreement, most likely. And it's going to be 2 pages from probation for you to go over. Okay. All right. Court is calling 2026 CR 004555 State versus Aaliyah Hernandez. Can I have parties announced?
Joseph Afelt for the defense.
And are you Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review with your client?
I have, yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Hernandez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, 4 to 5 pounds as a state jail felony. I'm sorry, 5 pounds or less than 4 ounces. As a state jail felony, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, I do not have to follow your plea. If I don't and give you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
You believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so.
Ms. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? I'm sorry?
Has anybody promised you anything or promised to pay you anything in order to take this plea or just the plea bargain itself that you've been dealing with?
No.
Nothing over and above the plea bargain agreement.
All right. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the police, $600 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. $120 to the Bear County Crime Lab for testing. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
State defense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, sir.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Brandon Meza, Meza, DOEP course, random UAs, no possession of firearms or ammunitions. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I'm sorry, what?
It's either, well, guilty, not guilty, or no contest. You recall what we were discussing earlier? About if you plead guilty, then she'll find guilty. Plead not guilty, then we have the trial. During the plea, if you plead no contest, you're telling the court that you think it's the best way to resolve the matter. She can still find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. It's just plead no contest at that time. Okay.
All right, do you understand what a no contest plea? There are only, the benefit of it is if you successfully complete everything, this will show up on your record as having been dismissed, but it will be on your record.
Mhm.
If you enter a guilty plea and you're not seeking deferred, I'm sorry, with a no, strike everything that I've said before. Thank you. With a no contest plea, a no contest plea only means this. You're not saying you're guilty. You're not saying you're not guilty. You're just not fighting the charges against you. Usually with no contest pleas, the reason why people will enter that is because they think there may be a civil issue that may be arise or some sort of collateral consequences. For example, if this were a DWI case and you injured somebody and you pled no contest and they want to file a civil suit against you, they would have to go to the civil court and they would have to prove the causation and then prove how much money you would owe them. If you were to end up in that same scenario pleading guilty, they would just take your guilty plea over there and the only issue is how much money you're going to pay. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so you're pleading no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then back to what I was saying, with the deferred adjudication, if you successfully complete everything, it's still going to show up on your record, but it's going to show up that you were on probation for this, you successfully completed it and it was dismissed. Do you understand all those things?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, you're 18. So sometimes I talk very fast. This is what I need you to do for me. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't understand what your attorney is saying or what the state is saying, you have to let us know because we're assuming you understand. Okay?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So far, is there anything that you have not understood or you need me to explain?
No.
Okay. Then you're pleading no contest?
Yes.
All right. State any evidence to support her plea?
Yes, Judge. State offers States Exhibit 1 and all attached.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. So these are stipulations. It contains the police report, everything that's supposed to prove that you committed this offense. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So the state, normally, if we were having a jury trial, they would have to call witnesses. They would have to call the chemist to say, yes, this is marijuana. They would have to call officers to say that you had the marijuana. They're not going to do that today because you've entered into this plea bargain agreement. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. So basically what I'm saying is you understand this and you're agreeing that everything in this, if these people were to come to testify, this is what they will say. You understand?
Yes.
All right. The court will review the same and accept it into evidence. Oh, state, you may be excused. Thank you. I never realized how young people are. Once they tell me, then I notice slowly down. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Anything you would say on behalf of your client?
If I may, Your Honor,
Yes.
she did just turn 18. She was 17 at the time of the offense. To put it lightly, Mr. Meza was a bad influence and she made bad decisions in this state. She wants the court to know that once she's granted deferred, she hopes she granted deferred and follow the plea bargain, that she'll be residing with her mother. Has a good support system there. Her mother does live in Kyle, which is in Hayes County, so she would be asking to transfer to Hayes County. She actually has a GED. She left high school early, but got the GED early. As you can tell, she's just now turned 18, and many don't even graduate high school until they're 18. But she was also working gainfully employed at Chicken Express and then Wendy's. So she wants to get back on track, and she feels that this is the first step to do so.
All right. What was Brandon's Mesa's relationship to you?
Boyfriend.
All right. And the home that y'all were saying about at Hernandez, is that your grandmother?
That's his.
His grandmother? I do not understand this generation where grandparents and parents allow teenagers to cohabit in their house and they're bringing absolutely nothing to the table. So, did your mom put you out? Is that the reason why you were living here?
No,
So you just told your mom, I want to go live with my boyfriend.
no, I didn't tell her nothing.
So, oh, you just left?
Yes, ma'am.
Left with no place to stay, just depending on somebody allowing you to stay.
Yes.
So what, did you all spend all day in his room, or I should say in his grandmother's room, because that's her home, not his, smoking all day?
Mm.
Well, there were a lot of drugs found in there. I think they said large amount of cash, drugs, and a firearm. So what were you all doing? I can't hear you.
Nothing.
See, people always do this shyness thing. But then when they're at the grandmother's house, living with a boyfriend in the grandmother's house with drugs, cash, and firearms, and you screaming at this other person for calling the police, getting upset with them. And then I guess you put your hand through a window because how dare he call the police just because his brother tried to stab him or something. Like, how dare he call the police, Attorney Appelt, just because his brother was trying to stab him? He just has no idea what's going on. Do you have any children?
No.
Thank goodness. You don't need that right now. You need to get your life together. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. We can do a transfer to Cal, Texas. You say that's Hayes County?
That is my understanding, yes, Your Honor.
Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Who else stays in that house other than your mom? Any minors in that household?
No.
All right, no residing in households with minors. No contact with Brandon Mesa. TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. We can do a referral to felony drug court just to see what they say. That will be in custody. 200 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order the cognitive thinking course. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And then 100 hours will be deducted if she enrolls in some higher level education or a trade school certification is obtained. There's to be no possession of firearms or ammunition. $600 fine, probated. Field visits one time per month until further notice if Hayes County is able to conduct field visits. $120 to the Bear County Crime Lab for testing. Probation, anything else? Thank you. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. When's the last time you used marijuana?
Since the last time I got charged with dating.
All right, regular UAs, make sure they test for levels if she's positive for marijuana. Probation, anything else?
Judge, my only concern is that felony drug control is for place for. They won't.
All right, let's not do that then.
That's no.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, you better start making better choices in your life. Otherwise, this whole thing coming before a judge and whispering, not going to get you anywhere. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
All right, Deputy Laura, on Roland Arguez, his client. Nora, what page is he on? Dominique Grant. If you'll come down. Your attorney's on vacation.
I give another.
Well, I mean,
I was trying to see if I can get this resolved today.
all right, well, your attorney will be back next week. So, I mean, Norma, see if managed to sign counsel can come over and talk to Mr. Grant.
They're not coming back to the office until Monday, Judge.
All right, just have a seat. Let me see something, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, let me get that to you. I'm so sorry. Let me get this taken care of, then I'll take care of all docket matters. Lionel Young, yes.
Yes, good afternoon, Judge. I did talk to Renee and he's talked to my client, and as far as I'm aware, he should be able to take the case.
Okay. Do you want this recall, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Trying to think. Would perhaps next Thursday work?
Just let me know.
Just to get familiarized.
Okay. Do you want it next Thursday, or do you want it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Do you want it at the end of
Is
August?
it right if I can look to my schedule and give it Norma?
Yes.
And get a date? Okay.
Okay.
Thanks again, Renee. I appreciate it. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Just tell me the date.
We do Thursday, August 20th.
All right, August 20th. All right, David McLean. Charlie McInnes. He was gonna take that case. Norma, what did he say on Charlie McInnes?
Judge, we worked it out.
Ah.
Basically, we just need to get everything back here up.
All right, so if somebody called McLean. And then Kelly Zapata, what's happening with that?
No, not the party judge.
That's okay.
She has an unindicted theft case judge that I need a short reset, like 2 weeks to review, just because it's messing money.
All right, Norma, on Kelly Zapata. Ms. Zapata, if you come down.
For indicted defendant violence, every trial will help with the loss of between.
All right, so do y'all want 30 days, 3 weeks, or what? What do y'all want?
Thanks for asking for weeks, so.
Actually, we can do 3 weeks, that's good a month. I mean, not too long, Judge, I know she wanted at least 2 weeks, so I was actually looking at, if possible, the 24th or 25th, or 24th, forget it.
All right, Norma, recall this for a disposition. Is August 24th available or no?
A recording of that statement, I've labeled it State Exhibit A, and I've talked to Mr. Villano, he has stipulated to it. We would like to admit it to evidence pending any objection.
No objection, Judge.
All right, State's Exhibit number 8 is admitted to evidence. If you'll give it to the court reporters. All right, thank you.
A or 8? A is an alpha.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's 2026 CR 000426. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Is he currently on GPS?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there's going to be continued GPS. That will be for tracking, waive fees. And I'm only doing tracking because based upon the testimony that the court received, you're starting school, you have employment, you're dropping your mother off to appointments. And for me to put all those times and dates in it would be insurmountable work for the person who's monitoring the GPS. There is to be no contact with Nathaniel Flores, there's to be continued I imagine it's treatment with the urban apostles. In San Antonio. ISP, IOP, there's to be 200 hours of community service restitution, deduction of 1 hour for every sober support meeting completed. I'm going to require weekly sober support meetings. And you're doing community services with through the Catholic Church.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I just help around or set up.
All right. Probation. You can accept the community service hours from the Catholic Church. They'll need to provide something in the hours. Probation will give you a sheet on what needs to be provided to them. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Yes.
Agreement?
Yes.
Okay.
And and honestly, I don't even know if we need field visits since he's going to be on ISP. What are your thoughts?
No, they're gonna do both.
All right, so we'll do ISP then. This is run concurrent with 2026 CR 000424. There's to be no contact with 6402 Days of Vala Road. Uh, 78249. And that's the Circle K. And Miss Abrams, I said GPS tracking. When do you finish with everything for your day? What's the latest?
Really all depends. Depending on if I have a job that day, with Urban Apostles at Skyline,
Mhm.
because sometimes it can end, it can vary.
What's
until
the
like
latest it ends?
1 in the morning to 2.
Well, you'll have to get approval for that to be out at 1 in the morning or 2. So, Ms. Abrams, what time do you want to put for tracking? And the exception will be employment, but he'll have to provide a schedule. He just can't be out there at 1 a.m. So what do you say? Mhm. All right. So with a 10 p.m. curfew.
How long do you want to keep it?
Let's see, let's come back in 4 months and see how he's doing.
And Judge, if I may make one more recommendation?
Yes.
We would also ask for no contact with the complaining witness, Miss Katie Blevins, and I can spell that last name for you.
Okay. Oh, I have it in the phone. All right, so that's a no contact there. Any other requests?
None, no further, Judge.
All right. Probation, any other requests? And there's to be no possession of firearms or ammunition. And that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? The trial court certification.
Take backs.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Next, we're moving to 2026 CR 000424. Court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors, continued GPS tracking, waive fees. That's with a 10 p.m. Curfew. The exception will be employment. That will be for 4 months. No contact with Nathaniel Flores. Continued treatment with Urban Apostles, San Antonio, Texas. ISP, IOP. 200 hours community service restitution. 1 hour to be deducted for sober support meetings. That's to be weekly. To accept the community service from Catholic Church Charities. This is to run concurrent with your other case, 2026 CR 000426. There's to be no contact with 6402 Days of Allah Road. No contact with Katie Blevins, no possession of firearms or ammunition. And Is there gonna be restitution in this case?
There's $250, I think, for a cell phone, and then I think a deductible for the UUMB of $500. And then Circle K had, I don't know if they.
They never got back. But that's
All right,
correct.
so, but no, in this case,
What-
the unauthorized use or possession of stolen vehicle.
I believe it's
That's a
$500.
$500.
All right, so there's to be a $500 restitution. Who is that to?
It's gonna be to Ethan Long.
To Ethan Long? And is that the only restitution?
Also $250 in restitution to Katie Brooks.
All right, and $250 restitution to Katie Blevins. And Miss Abrams, that restitution to Katie Blevins should be in the other cause number. All right, probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea, because I followed your plea, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me explain something to you. And I have to tell this to students in my class at UTSA all the time. Sometimes maybe you don't know what people's plans are, but deep down inside, you know whether the person you're hanging with is a good person or not a good person. In the court of law, it depends on what can the state prove, what can they not prove. But you and I both know deep down inside what was going on. You understand? You have better stay on the straight and narrow. That other case, the robbery case, if a motion to revoke is filed, you're looking at 20 years in the prison. The state made an offer to you where it was a cap of 10. So that means that your punishment would have been capped at 10 years. I gave you deferred adjudication because do you have any relationship with Anastasia Clark?
I've never heard the name.
Okay. How about Tiffany Trevino? Okay. I'm assuming the mention of Waterburger, that's for misdemeanor?
Say so, Judge, the criminal mischief.
Yes. So what drugs have you been using in the past?
The truth, no, every drug you can think of, but heroin. Not recently, it's just in my life, I was,
Do you have any family here?
Yeah.
Okay. Children?
no,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any children in the universe, in the world?
I've been told of, but hopefully soon to come.
What do you mean, hopefully
I
soon? to
mean,
come?
I know that's my next, I feel like everything in life has been accomplished except for,
Okay.
that's my next goal.
All right. When's the last time you had employment?
2000, since I've been on disability, 2016,
All right. So how have you been supporting yourself?
on disability,
For what?
mental health.
What's your mental health?
I have schizophrenia, bipolar, manic depression.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do our best to get you some help, okay?
No.
You all ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2026 CR 003081 State versus Lionel Young. Can I have parties announced?
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Young.
Are you Mr. Young?
Well,
Counsel, you've been appointed to represent him today. Mr. Arnett asked to be removed as he is going to be, I think, chief of some division somewhere else. Do you waive notice?
yes, Your Honor, I talked to my client about me just being appointed today, and if he wishes to waive that 10-day notice, and he's like fine with proceeding today. Judge.
All right. Then, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with Mr. Young?
We did access what was in the state's file, reviewed it with him, and spoke about his options, just Judge.
All right. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Young, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Judge.
State proceeding as presented.
We are, Judge.
Mr. Young, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
All right, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, I do not have to follow your plea. If I don't follow your plea and give you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yeah. Isn't the currency?
Yes.
Yeah.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Young, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
Not at all.
Have you been promised anything other than this plea bargain agreement?
No,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
very much.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison, and the state is recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yeah.
State defense?
That is the plea, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that will be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Any motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, and a referral to felony drug court. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state? And I do not have to follow those recommendations. Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest?
State, any evidence?
Judge, we have to say exhibit number 1, including all attachments.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Thank you. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Sorry, say again? I'm sorry.
Did you, no need to apologize. Did you review the stipulations? It has the police report in it and everything that proves the state's case beyond a reasonable doubt. Did you review this document?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. And did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in every place that you're supposed to sign?
That's what I was showing you.
Okay. Again, you have a right to have a jury trial. So today, what the state is doing, they're not going to call any witnesses. They're just asking me to review this police report and all of the documents to see if the evidence is sufficient to find you guilty. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so counsel, do you think mental health court would accept him? I know this is a conviction now, but do you think they would do a review
Being as that the felony.
And maybe they could do a motion for new trial. I don't know.
Being as that the felony mental health court's a pretrial diversion, Mr. Young is a habitual and they were lenient enough, I believe, giving him the chance at straight community supervision. I think that at the review stage, the district attorney's office would likely reject based upon past criminal history, Judge.
All right, thank you. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. The following is to take place in custody: felony drug court evaluation and a TAP evaluation.
Judge, I believe he's already been screened for drug court and he's met criteria and he's deemed upon him granting probation that he would be granted admittance.
All right, so then there's to be a transfer to felony drug court, regular reporting. The conditions that I'm giving you, felony drug court may change those. So once you're placed in their program, the judge there will supervise you. The only time I will see you again is when you successfully graduate, which I know you will, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 60 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, no residing in households with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors, 100 hours of community service restitution, deduct 1 hour for sober support meetings that are completed, and the court will require weekly sober support meetings. Probation, is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Just a copy of the things I need, or the list of things I have to complete. Other than that, just when things are approached, I do appreciate it. You know, I'm blessed and more fortunate than most.
All right, you're welcome. We're gonna try to make sure you get back on track, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and my understanding, your dad's here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that's somebody who's still supporting you, right?
Way more lucky than most.
All right. Could you have dad come up, please?
You want to come up?
Mr. Young, over here, you're back against the.
Hello.
Oh, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well,
I'm glad we got this solved today for you, okay?
all right, sounds great.
So is there anything else that you think he would need? Felony drug court are going to address a lot of the issues. They address the mental health issues as well as the drug issues. And usually the drug issues are just a symptom of the mental health.
Absolutely. I mentioned his medical, getting medical attention. He has seizures
Okay,
and they're progressively getting worse.
okay. I'll put this in Odyssey so they'll know.
Yeah, so the other judge, Glenn will know, yeah.
All right. So counsel, I'm going to have him stay in custody and then felony drug court will just release him.
Understood, Judge, and I let him know that might be the situation where they'll determine if he needs inpatient treatment and the like, and he was okay with that arrangement, Judge.
All right. So it's going to be very important that you remain involved, and drug court is very good and equipped with dealing with the family so that the family can come together and make good decisions that can help him be successful.
We'll do that. We're engaged.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You're such a gentleman. I knew you would be.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
you.
And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Yes.
Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Oh, wait, I'm not done yet.
In the note from the referral that we sent back over to the report, it indicates he had 2 cases pending.
I think it's a misdemeanor case.
One case?
Yeah.
Okay.
criminal mischief was.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I just wanna make sure everything, that there's nothing pending so long.
Okay. All right, so did you review the trial court certification telling you whether or not you have a right to appeal?
Yeah.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. This is a felony conviction, so you're not allowed to possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question like what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney, okay? All right, and here's the thing, make sure that you stay in contact with everybody, don't go missing, and don't stop taking your medications. If there's some side effects, let them know what the side effects are, okay? All right, good luck to you. Do you have anything else?
I'm telling top of my mind, I just can't remember. Oh, and so yeah, the drug court, I leave from here to there, or I go on my own?
No, no, no. So what's gonna end up happening? Thank you. And who would you all be proceeding on trial first?
Yeah, I do not know. I know Brandon has been handling Faircloth and Megan has been doing Miss Persino.
Okay.
And I think Persino, they were working toward a resolution.
Okay,
So probably this.
okay.
And then Jasmine Bristino's case is gonna be 2025 CR 008704. And then she also has 2026 CR 004912. And then a family violence.
Okay. And is she on bond?
She,
If,
yeah, let me, obviously is lady. I believe.
Okay.
Nope, she's in custody, sorry. She is
Okay.
in custody and she said on 9/3.
Norma, set this on. Okay, what is this date from September 9th through 11th? No, a judicial conference, so no jurors are available. What is that?
The jury. So they don't have any juries available. That-
I have a judicial conference on that day?
all of the-
No, I've decided not to attend.
okay.
I can't spend my time, doing things that have no meaning. It's like all of the meetings that people will have sometime. I'm like, this could have been handled in an email. Why are we having a meeting and we're not solving anything? Oh, yes. And I just want to send an email. This could have been handled in an email. Let's handle it in an email. All right, so Deputy Laura, I know you all like to keep people separate. Are you okay to have him on the 3rd with the co-defendant? See? Thank you. I know you can handle it. All right, Norma, this is your final plea deadline date on November 3rd. I'm sorry, September 3rd. If an agreement is not reached by that time, you're coming back on jury trial on September 8th, and they will have jurors on that date.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else?
That was it.
All right, thank you. Look at you solving problems. I don't have to look. Is that judicial conference in Hawaii somewhere? I'll go to that one. Lionel Young.
There should be
Yes,
an
Judge.
objection.
Working for a judge.
Okay. Alea Hernandez.
We're working on some paper.
All right. RT Valles.
Judge, I have one.
Oh, just one second.
That's the one that was released last night, Judge.
All right. So on this one. Sure, just give me a moment. All right, Norma, recall this for the 19th. And if you'll let the attorney know. All right, what is happening with Juan Munoz? Yes. Deputy Laura, this is Juan Enrique Munoz. He's on page 4. All right. Hi. So this has been reset for plea deadline date and it's set for today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
We conferred, we're asking for a jury setting.
All right. So this is tampering with electronic monitor. Norma, recall this on the 18th for jury trial. All right, once you sign the reset form, you excuse, I need an acknowledgement of discovery before you all leave. All right, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, did you guys want a bench trial?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Charlie McKinnis. Charlie Edward McKinnis, if you can come forward. Hello. Hi, have you had any contact with your attorney? Have you ever seen your attorney?
One time.
All right, do you want to keep your current attorney or would you like another attorney appointed to represent you? All right, just have a seat. We'll get you another attorney. Kelly Zapata. If you'll come down, have you had any contact with your attorney? Okay,
Thank you for the service, Judge.
all right, thank you. Miguel Hernandez. All right, if you'll come down, please. All right, just give me a moment. No. Yeah. Oh, I think yes, Rebecca. Was asking the attorney. All right, your attorney is out ill. Have you had any contact with your attorney? Have you ever met your attorney?
No.
Then you've had contact with her.
What was that? The ones about.
All right. So if you would like, we can appoint another attorney to represent you. Otherwise, we'll reset your case and it will be reset after August 11th. So after August 11th? All right, Norma, if you can reset this after August 11th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Just, all right, we'll recall you on August 13th, okay? All right, Dominique Grant. Come down, please. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
So well.
Have you had any contact with your attorney?
I have.
Okay. Norman, do you have any updates on his attorney? All right, just have a seat. Hmm?
I was supposed to have my last attorney. Who's the attorney that's?
It's Rolando Arguelles.
I had talked to him and told him that I wanted my other attorney that I was assigned to at first. I don't know why they gave me.
Well, this is the way it usually works. Once you are assigned an attorney and you're placed on probation with that attorney, normally they don't reassign the
That's
same
what I'm
one.
saying.
It just depends on who's next up on the wheel.
Oh, okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
So you may have attorney A to start with, but once your case is concluded, if you are alleged to have violated your motion to revoke, then it would go to the next person.
Oh, I didn't know that because I was still sending my stuff and dealing with my last attorney. I didn't know that.
Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. Okay.
All right.
All right. Just have a seat. Jose Salazar.
Council Judge.
All right. And let me see. I'm trying to find.
Judge.
Hello. We are back.
Did you go anywhere to eat?
Oh, of course.
You go.
Oh, look, now we're having conversations. Now, I ended up going to have a nice salad. You know, I've discovered I try a lot. If you don't eat anything heavy at lunch, but something that's healthy at lunch, you'll still be awake for today, and your mind will be functioning very well. And I'm sorry, just 1 second. I have to sign this that they sent to me that needs to be signed now. We will come back to that.
It's like a 30-minute wait.
All right, are the parties ready?
State's ready, Judge.
Okay.
Defense ready, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2026 CR 000426 and 2026 CR 000424, State versus Jose Ismael Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Brendan Prater for the state.
Robert Ariana for the defendant.
All right. So we had a tentative beginning to this hearing. There were several documents that were submitted to the court through email. And there were no objections to the court reading those, so I read those over the break. There was no objection to the court reviewing the PSI and TAP evaluation, so I reviewed the PSI and TAP evaluation. So as previously stated, and cause number 2026 CR 000424, according to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 2 years in the state jail facility. This will run concurrent with 2026 CR 000426. And in cause number 2026 CR 000426, according to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years to the lesser included offense of robbery, and it's to run concurrent with 2026 CR 000424. And in each of the cause numbers, the state is opposed to your applications. Are there any corrections or additions to the PSI report from either party?
Not from the state. Judge.
Not from the defense, Judge.
Oh. All right, any witnesses state?
Judge, not from the state, but we do have victim impact.
All right, any witnesses?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you may call your first witness.
Defense calls Mr. Patterson. Lloyd Patterson.
You're back against the counter.
Hello. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, please.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up because the court reporters have to hear. All right, if you state your name for the record.
My name is Lloyd Patterson.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Patterson, can you tell the court where you work?
I currently am the CEO of the Urban Apostles.
Can you tell the court what Urban Apostles is?
The Urban Apostles is a nonprofit organization that provides reentry services to justice impacted youth.
How long have you been at this role?
Well, I've been mentoring for about 20 years, but the Urban Apostles has been in existence for 4 years in the state of Texas.
Okay, and mentoring for 20 years. Can you tell me about the position you held prior to Urban Apostles?
I work for Rise Recovery and Rise Inspire Academy, to be exact.
Okay, what did you do with Rise Recovery and Rise Inspire Academy?
At Rise Inspire Academy, I was a recovery coach and a youth gang intervention expert.
Okay, can you describe to the judge what the mission statement for Urban Apostles is?
Our mission statement clearly states that we reach the so-called unreachable and teach the so-called unteachable, transforming perceived community asset liabilities into community asset.
Okay. What services does this organization provide?
We provide intervention and prevention services. Our intervention services are surrounded around justice impacting young people. We walk them through an 8-week curriculum. We do not conflict resolution, but we resolve conflict, meaning we try to get them to identify conflict before it occurs. and then take the off road. We also provide them with substance use disorder services if they show the early symptoms of substance use disorder. We also provide reentry services, and we also provide gang debriefing services.
Do you provide opportunities for job training or job placement?
We do. We not only do we provide opportunities for them to be placed in jobs, we also provide opportunities for them to be mentors and to find their own voice.
Okay. Has your organization worked with the courts or probation departments before with placing participants?
Yes, we currently have an agreement in place with Bayard County Juvenile Probation, and they refer young people to us, and we walk them through the process of our program. Our apostles group, which is peer mentors leading peers.
Okay. Roughly how many young people have in the program has the program worked with so far?
Maybe 50 to 55.
And what kind of outcomes have you seen?
Amazing. We have an 87% success rate as far as helping juveniles get off probation, complete drug court, enroll in higher education, universities, and or military.
Okay. Can you describe generally what has made the program effective for participants with backgrounds similar to Jose?
First thing that we impress upon them is that there is no savior. They must be the hero of their own story.
Okay. How did you come to know Jose?
Jose came when I first met Jose. He was traveling through a difficult period in his time, in his life. So he ended up at Rise Inspire Academy, which was the school attached to Rise Recovery.
Did they refer them to you, or is that where you met him?
That's where I met him. And then he was referred to be on my caseload by the licensed social worker there based on the demographics of his ACEs.
Have you assessed him for the program with Urban Apostles?
I did. He came into Urban Apostles shortly after this case, I believe, occurred. And then at that time, we reassessed him. Originally, we assessed him at Rise Inspire Academy. However, we assessed him using their tools.
Okay. And after your assessment, what is your impression of him?
My original impression, my first assessment of Jose was that there was 3 forms of enablers that we measured. We measured the family enabler, the personal enablers, and the community enablers. Jose scored highest in family enablers as a direct result of the ACEs based on the abandonment issues and the disappearing father. And then the community is where he scored highest next because of the community that he lived in. Although it's situated on the northwest, it is one of those pockets of low income or poverty within the northwest. So it doesn't enjoy all of the greater financial successes of the area that he was reared in.
If the court places Jose on community supervision, what specifically could Urban Apostles provide him with or assist him with?
Well, the court has already trusted Urban Apostles to some extent because we testified on his behalf when you put him on monitor. And so we have provided him with work opportunities. We've also provided him with opportunities to grow his own voice. Even though he can't move around a lot, we've had Zoom meetings which allowed him to participate. He's come to some social events even prior to being put on monitor. So what we would do moving forward is he would still be a member of our program. We would still support him in every way possible to encourage him to shake the generational curses, remind him that he is not the circumstances he was born into, and to excel in his life, especially in the higher education. We believe in education for liberation.
Would services also include continued job placement or support with his current employment?
Yeah, we would continue to use it. Earlier, I stated that one of our biggest objectives in contact with justice impacted youth was turning perceived community liabilities into community assets. What that means is after he has completed a certain amount of time within our program, learned our curriculum, he then carries the message to the people behind him. in junior high school and elementary.
Okay. Would this also include counseling, and if so, what kind?
Yeah, we never stop mentoring, and we're mentoring all the way through 24. And as situations arise, transformation and recovery is not a linear event. So all of the complexities that may go in, that made up his character from the ACEs, as those are revealed, we refer him out to higher level of care if necessary.
Okay. How would the program coordinate with probation officers or report to the court if needed?
Even now, what we do is we have an open line of communication, first of all. And probation is invited to all of our events to participate if they would like. And then where they're struggling or we can bridge the communication gap between him and probation, we also do that.
Okay. Based on your experience and your assessment of Jose, do you think he's a good candidate for community supervision?
I think Jose's a good candidate for community supervision for a couple of reasons. Number one, he scored highest in family and neighbors. That situation no longer exists in his home. His mother took care of that. Secondly, his community and neighbors. His mother took care of that by moving to a location in Kirby into a multi, family community. And so with those two things off the board, I believe that his own ambition, he graduated from high school of his own accord. Like he left Rogers Fire Academy without a high school diploma. He enrolled himself in SAU. He got a high school diploma. He continues to work with us and for us, even in volunteer capacity. I know that he's not here because of anything good or any type of conduct that would be considered acceptable. However, as a young person, to derail him now in not use incarceration or punitive measures, if not necessary, transformation doesn't really happen in those environments. In my experience, and his best shot of being a productive member of society is for him to remain in society.
Past witness.
No question, Judge.
Yes. All right, I have a question, if there are no objection.
No objection.
All right, so I'm familiar a little bit with your program, but with regards to Mr. Salazar, how long would he be allowed to stay in your program or have some sort of supervision through your program?
Till he was 24 years old. So they moved from teen to young adult to adult, and we try to transition them through the same exact way by finding transitional housing, sober housing, and then plugging them in with community resources. Education is our primary goal with people like Jose.
Okay, so he'll be supervised by you all if I grant his application until he's 24.
Yes, ma'am.
And then how do you move them to the part of their life where you signified as young adulthood?
Okay, so when they move to young adult, that's really the age between 18 and 21.
Okay.
Like they have adult responsibilities, but not complete responsibility yet. And so at that time, we also realized that the neurosciences, his brain is still developing. He's still going through a learning process. So we support him in every way we can, especially with our partners over at Emotion Wellness.
Mm-hmm. And I'm so sorry to go out of order. How old is your client?
18.
Okay, so he's currently 18.
Turned 18 in May.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, I have a few questions I'd like to ask this witness, if
Sure.
the court defense will allow. How many people are in your program or in process right now?
17.
Okay. And what kind of repercussions are there to keep them on track in the program?
Well, that's kind of difficult to say. Most of the disciplinary stuff must come from the parent or whoever the guardian is. Almost never, how do I say that? The treatment can't be the punishment. So we do not suspend them from our group, but we will suspend them from activities, like activities as roller skating, jet skiing, and things like that. But the group itself is never used as punitive measure.
Punitive measure, okay. And is this in like, I'm trying to remember the correct word, this is in compliance with the best practices?
Yeah, this not only is it in in alliance with the best practices, but I actually wrote those curriculums that most of us use today for like gang intervention, violence prevention, really difficult young people.
Okay. So he would be in the program till he was 24. Is that
Yeah.
right?
So the goal, we will mentor him until he's 24, but I hope we will remain friends for the rest of my life.
What if, let's say, he wanders off the narrow path? What kind of measures would you have to bring him back into compliance with the program?
First thing we do is peer accountability. He has a mentor. He's in the courtroom. He graduated from high school this year. He's also very familiar with Jose. So first of all, we send a peer to him. We send a peer to bring them back. Once they come back to us, then we use compassion focused therapy because we're all justice impacted ourselves. We have a level of a tolerance. Like we can tolerate them a little bit longer than most people. And because of that, we can meet them where they're at. Like most people, if they do something wrong, they get condemned and pushed to the side. We've been there and we've done that. And because of that experience, our compassion can rise to a level where we can tolerate them much longer and work with them. We go get them wherever they was at.
Has anyone ever been ejected or basically taken out of the program?
Well, we're all exclusive. Well, I mean, inclusive. We're never exclusive. So when you mean taken out of the program, if we ever kicked anyone out of the program,
Yeah.
there are red lines. There are definitely hard boundaries. Gang activity anywhere around us, weapons anywhere around us, drugs anywhere around us, gangs, drugs, and violence. It's a hard line, zero tolerance.
And how would you be able to determine that one of those red lines has been crossed?
There's several different ways. One of the things we use is an honesty circle. So everything that you say in this honesty circle, you can't get in trouble for. You can be held accountable. But if you can come to us, be honest with the group, then the group itself will come up with what those punitive measures should be. Normally, social media. Young people live their lives on social media today. So do our peers. So do their peers. So when they become in trouble, we go, first thing we do is try to get them back in the boat.
Okay.
After we get them back in the boat, now we try to figure out cause and effect. What led to you venturing off? It's not a linear process. So it could have been anything. It could have been a contact with the disappearing father or parent trying to reconnect. It could have been running into previous gang members, which caused them to get flustered. Now he armed himself. So because we have that same experience, most of those experiences is them.
Okay.
Our level of tolerance can rise to a point of compassion where we won't condemn them, but we will hold them accountable and try to bring them back into compliance with the growth plan we put together.
Okay. So it sounds like whatever's said in this honesty circle stays in the honesty circle.
No, I didn't say that. You can't get in trouble. You can't get in trouble. I didn't say it necessarily stays there. Like every situation, we don't have a cookie cutter method to perform our job because every one of them is unique with his own set of enablers.
So if there was if there was admissions of drug use or they caught a new case or a felony or something like that, that would have to be reported to probation, right?
If they're on probation, we make clear to them at the very beginning what that relationship looks like between us and probation.
Okay.
Like we bring them on board. We bring them on board with what we're doing. Holding them accountable does not mean that we're not gonna be honest with probation officer and parents. And we, and then each situation is different, right? We have to decide which war we have to fight because our ultimate goal is to get them across the finish line. Sometimes that's a little unorthodox.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patterson.
Thank you.
Pass it, Judge.
Just one question.
Sure.
If you knew that Jose violated his probation or committed another crime, would you report him?
If I knew he committed another crime, I would encourage him to go down there and discuss it with his probation officer. Not only would I encourage him, I'd give him a ride.
Okay. Pass witness.
No further questions, Judge.
Any further questions?
No, nothing further for this witness, Judge.
For coming down, and thank you for what you're doing in the community.
Thank you.
Young people need a lot of help these days. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more witness, Judge. Jackie Rios.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jacqueline Rios.
All right, you may proceed.
Ms. Rios, where do you currently reside?
In Converse.
Is that in Bexar County? Is that in San Antonio?
It's still considered, Bear County, yes.
Okay. What is your relationship to Jose?
He's my son.
And right now, does Jose live with you?
Yes.
How long has he been living with you?
This time, 5 years.
Okay. Does anybody else live at your house?
No, it's just him and I.
Does Jose have any other siblings?
Yes,
How many?
2.
Can you tell us why you are here today?
To be a representative for my son.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Okay, all
All
right.
right, so let me just, for a moment. Let me cut through your nervousness, all right, a little bit. One, whatever you say to me, whatever my decision ended up being in this case, is not your fault for whatever you said, right? I'm just here to gather information.
Thank you.
Okay, so nothing that happens, my decision will not be your fault. I just need you to tell me the truth because I'm trying to get some insight to him. Believe it or not, my main job or obligation is to make sure that the community is protected. If I had a crystal ball, and if I had a crystal ball that says, oh, this person is coming up here, the state is opposed to their probation, and I look at the crystal ball and the crystal ball says, hey, if you give this person probation, they're going to commit this crime, then that would be easy for me. I'm like, they're going to prison. So I don't have a crystal ball. So that's why I try to get as much information as possible so I can interpret what's in the steps, what's not in the steps, and what's being presented to me. Okay?
Okay.
So no need to be nervous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Judge. What's your relationship like with Jose?
It has gone from parent-child to now where he kind of has to take care of me, going through medical issues.
Can you tell us about your current health situation?
I have stage 3 stomach cancer.
Okay. What role does he play in your care and treatment?
He takes me to my appointments, helps around the house, and reminds me of all the meds.
How long has he been active in this role?
About a year.
Okay. How has this responsibility affected him?
I think he had to man up, and unfortunately, like I said, I took a little bit of what was left of his childhood away. But he has definitely stepped up with me.
Let's talk a little bit about Jose's education. So far, what's the highest level of education he's achieved?
He is a freshman at the University of Incarnate Word.
Did he graduate high school?
He graduated high school at 16.
And when you say graduated high school at 16, how do you do that?
So ordinary school didn't work for him. So I found him a charter school. That's when he went to SOAR. SOAR was going to take too long. He was ready to move forward. So then I found him the SA Youth, and he was able to do high school quickly there and graduated. And then immediately afterwards, he registered for spring at the University of Incarnate Word.
What was he studying at the University of Incarnate Word?
He is getting a degree, God willing, in business.
Was he on any kind of financial assistance?
Yes.
What kind?
We have financial aid and a waiver.
What's a waiver?
A waiver is for employees that work at the university, get some of the tuition taken off.
Okay. Was he on any kind of scholarships?
Yes, he got a provost scholarship, which is actually one of the highest besides the presidential scholarship. So he went in with a 3.4 GPA, and he was doing good, obviously, until he made the mistake. And
Well,
had to
not a mistake, choice.
choice, you're right, choice, the decision. And he was put on academic hold.
Okay. And just to be clear, can you tell the court what he was arrested for?
Not sure, I mean, I know
Just what you, I know you don't know the legal words, but what do you?
Robbery.
robbery
Okay.
and the using a car without permission.
Okay.
Okay. What are his plans once this matter, this case is behind him one way or the other? What are his plans?
He starts school on the 24th. He's working. He also has a pending job at Toyota. So I'm hoping he'll be so busy. The only thing he comes home for is to help me around the house or to go to bed
Okay. Going back to school, where at?
the University of Incarnate.
All right. We talked about jobs. Where is he currently working now?
He works for Lloyd.
Do you know what he does, more or less?
It's more like an ushering slash security for special events that they have.
Okay. Do you know how long he's held that job with Lloyd?
I think 2 years.
And overall, how is he doing? Has he been fired?
No.
Okay, all right. Does he have any volunteer work or community activities?
So at the school, it's a Catholic university, so they are mandatory to volunteer for the community and at the school. And he's actually just started and already has 200 hours there.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about going back to the beginning. Where was Jose born?
He was born in Edinburgh, Texas.
And did he stay? How long was he in Edinburgh before he moved to San Antonio?
So he was pre-K. Pre-K is when we moved back. I went back and forth with his dad. And every time we ran, we just ended up circling back.
Was Jose with you this entire time, or was he with other people?
So when we came back when he was 3, we stayed for a year and then we moved back to the valley. Where we were living wasn't safe for him, so I let him stay with an aunt of mine. And he stayed there until 3rd grade or 4th grade, and then we moved back to San Antonio. It's been back and forth.
I'm sorry, just to interrupt a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
You had mentioned something about, you said something that you would run and then you would move back. What do you mean
Yes, ma'am.
by you would
I was
run?
in an abusive relationship for 30 years.
And so my next question was, you said it wasn't safe for Jose. Why wasn't it safe for Jose?
Because his dad is an addict. And there was times where he felt like he needed to protect me and would get involved.
Who would feel like he?
Junior,
Who's Junior?
Jose,
How old was he more or less when this happened?
the first time he saved me he was 3.
When did Jose ever leave the house because of his father?
Yes,
How long was he gone?
months.
Where would he sleep?
And he slept in cars. He slept with his friends. I'm not sure.
When did he finally come back?
In 15.
Why did he come back?
He was tired of living on the streets and doing wrong and decided he wanted to do right. And I did right by him by making his father leave.
Okay. Does he have any other supportive relationships besides yourself and Lloyd?
He has come very close to the advisor that we have at the university that follows him. He has my mother, who is a doctor. He has his brothers and he has me.
Okay. If the court were to place Jose on probation, would he continue to live with you?
Yes.
What support would you be able to provide him?
I would make sure that he goes to all his appointments and guide him in the correct way.
But whose responsibility is this at the end of the day?
His,
Jose violated or broke the law, would you turn him in?
I am the first one to call.
As a mother, what would you hope for in this case?
I love my son and I want the best for him. And I know his decisions caused a lot of people troubles, but I know that he's ready to do good. And I believe that if punishment is needed because he needs to be accountable, but I believe the jail is not what he needs and actually would stunt his moving forward in life.
Pass witness.
Few questions, Judge.
Yes.
So I'm the prosecutor. I'm just gonna be asking you a few questions. I know you're nervous. I'm gonna have to ask some probing questions.
Okay.
For that, I apologize.
Okay,
I just ask that you be honest with
okay,
me. Okay. All right. So let's start at the beginning. So, Jose is your son.
yes,
He's your biological son.
yes,
How long have you known him for?
18 years,
Whole life?
yes.
Okay. Let me ask you, so you said that when you were in an abusive relationship,
Yes,
that Jose would come in to save you.
Yep.
Do you think that gives him like, if a woman's in trouble, he needs to be safe?
I do feel he has compassion as far as that goes, yes.
Has Jose ever been arrested before this?
Yes,
Well, how many times?
I'm not sure,
Okay, would it be over 5?
No.
It would be under 5.
yes.
Okay. So let's go through. Does Jose suffer, to your knowledge, from any kind of mental health or emotional health issues?
I know that he deals with depression and as far as mentally, no, he's never been diagnosed. And I have taken him to counseling and other sorts.
Okay, when do you take him to counseling?
He's in counseling
Oh, he
constantly.
doesn't go to there we go. Oh,
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
whether it be court ordered or on his own,
Right.
just so he can have somebody to talk to.
Okay, so in the PSI that's already in front of judge, Jose says that he has not been diagnosed or treated for any mental or emotional.
Besides the counseling.
How many other children do you have?
2,
What are their ages?
26 and 24.
Okay, so if something were to happen today, then they would be able to help you out with your treatment for your stomach
They
cancer, right?
actually live on campus at the universities that they go to, so I don't have anybody. So my middle child goes to the University of Incarnate as well,
Okay,
but not here. We have, I'm sorry, my ears are
it's
funny.
okay.
We have 7 other schools,
Okay,
so he's abroad. My oldest son, he doesn't have his stuff together, so he doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a way to get to me. I moved so far away from, I mean, it feels like a lifetime away from where we used to live. We're out in the Converse area,
okay.
so it would be hard for him to do that. But I'm assuming I would have to ask friends and whoever
It's
else.
possible, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let me ask you, let's go to that night. Do you know how Jose got the stolen car?
No, I actually, I had just had surgery like 2 days before that happened. So I took meds, he gave me dinner, and he said he was going to bed. So when people came to the house, I didn't even know he had left.
Oh, so he told you he was going to bed, but that was not the truth.
Mhm.
He was out doing this robbery.
Mhm.
Okay. So you had no knowledge that the car was stolen?
No.
You had no knowledge that he was transporting someone to do an armed robbery at the Circle K?
No,
You had no idea the gun was involved?
no,
You had no idea he ran from the police afterwards?
no.
Earlier you said he had compassion because he's seen a woman in.
He has compassion for a lot of things, actually. He helps out his friends. He helps out anybody he can. Even when he only has $1 in his pocket, he gives to the homeless person across the street. That's just who he is.
Do you know that the victim in this case was a woman that he helped commit this robbery on? You do know that?
Yes.
How do you know that? Just have to ask you, how do you reconcile telling the court that he has compassion because he's seen you as a woman be abused, but he's out there helping the victimization of other women?
Sir, he is, I know right now he's 18 years old, but he was 17 years old when this happened. He's been through a lot of traumatic things in his life. And I believe that you shouldn't be judged for mistakes. Those are how you grow. That's how you build who you are. That's life.
But
Granted, I feel bad. I can't even imagine how it would feel if I was put in that situation. I go, but I still wouldn't wish jail on anybody.
okay,
Consider,
to your knowledge, was he forced to help be the driver, getaway driver for this?
I don't know what I will.
To your knowledge, if you know, listen. If you don't know, you don't know.
I believe that he didn't go with the intention that that's what they were gonna do.
Would it surprise you to say that when he was interrogated by the police, he admitted to knowing that this robbery was going to happen, fully involved?
Yes, I would be.
So this isn't a mistake. This is a choice that he made.
I want him to take credibility of that's what happened and what he did. Yes.
So talking about credibility, would it surprise you to know that in the victim impact statement, when asked about the incident on offense, he said, "I have no comments. I had 2 bottles of liquor." He reported the use of alcohol at the time of the offense.
Yeah.
Would it also surprise you that when asked about the victim, he says, "I was not the person that actually did any of these crimes because I was there, that was why I was arrested."
Right. So that was 9 months ago. He has sat there and has dealt with not being able to go anywhere, sit in his thoughts. He wasn't allowed to go to church, so we had church at home. With that, he had the counseling and following from Lloyd. Then he has realized that even just deciding to go and do these things with the person or deciding to leave home when he's supposed to be home, it all has consequences, not just for himself, but for others. I believe that he feels that way.
So only when consequences come in does he start to take rehabilitative action.
No, sir, because he has self-motivated himself before this. This was out of the blue. Something, it's not like he was just doing crimes all along. He was already doing well. This was out of character, out of what his norm was. I don't know if it was the pressure of having to take care of me. I don't know if it was the pressure of his friend telling him he was homeless and didn't know what to do. I don't know.
But ma'am, how can you say you know if when he tells you he's going to bed and he lies to your face while he's out committing an armed robbery? I'll withdraw it, but we'll pass the question.
All right, thank you.
One question,
Thank you.
Okay.
we're done.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I have a question because I need some clarification. I always reread the stipulations, and this is what the stipulations say. And this is a statement from this defendant. Oh, you can come forward. And this is why I'm assuming that this is not an aggravated robbery, that the state went on a robbery. This is what it says. Jose was read Miranda warning and told me he understood. I then gathered Jose's information as listed above. I asked Jose what happened and he told me he woke up and his friend came over. Police showed up and he told Nathaniel not to bring heat like this to his house. Jose told me Nathaniel was wearing a shirt and some shorts. Jose stated that his friend's name is Nate, 18 years old, and he's known him for roughly a year. I asked Jose to tell me the truth. Jose then confessed that someone else brought the stolen car over and they picked it up. Jose said he was driving and Nate was in the passenger seat. Jose pulled up to the Circle K and Nate goes inside. Jose stated he did not know what was about to happen. Jose said he was parked in front of the store, 2 spots to the left of the front door. Nate runs back to the car and says, "Go, go, go." Nate then told Jose what he had just did. So Nate and Jose come straight home to the apprehension scene, apartment 802. Jose said he was using a screwdriver to start the car without a key. So he knows the vehicle's stolen because why are you using a screwdriver? Jose goes inside and hid in his room. Jose told me he was wearing a black hoodie and shorts. Jose said no one else was inside the stolen car while he and Nate were inside the stolen car. So I'm just trying to figure out, because of the questions that were asked, it says that, at least it was leaving me with the impression by the questions that were being asked, that he had stated somewhere else that he knew a robbery was going to take place. So where is that so I can view that?
That's gonna be in this part and the stipulated evidence.
All right, thank you.
Of course, Judge.
All right, so I really need to see this video because this narrative now seems, from Detective John, seems like his narrative is not a narrative, it's what he believes this all means. Because the statement from Jose is different from this narrative, and it's listed as a narrative. So is there a statement that says he knew that this person was going in to commit a robbery? Is there a DVD or something?
There is a body cam video of I don't have it on me right now, but do you have the body cam?
I can make.
Yeah. Yes, there is a body cam video of the Miranda, or I'm sorry, where he interviews both parties.
Well, I specifically want to know.
Yes, with Jose. Yes, correct, Judge.
Yes, I would like to see it. Did he say he knew this person was going in to commit an aggravated robbery?
I would need to pull up my notes. Yes, I would need to pull the video up right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Here you go. All right, thank you. Just have a seat. Yes.
I just indicted a capital and have to.
Okay, all right,
close
thank
out the old cases.
Who else is ready?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, come forward. Solano, where is that? Hello. Probation, this is an application.
Okay, Judge.
You were just not calling you up.
And honestly, Judge, otherwise I'd be sitting there playing games, but I got to meet the teacher at 4, so I'm trying to.
You got to do it.
I gotta go.
All right, so. Yes.
So Judge, we're here, this is a compliance hearing. The last setting, we were here and amended the no contact order to allow my client to have phone calls.
Yes.
Those have been going well, nothing to report from probation. We are now here to ask that we amend to bring daughter back home. I have her outside to testify as to what her desire is, if the court would be willing to.
Well, here's my question. Who's going to be in the home other than just the child?
Adults, that is a good question that I don't have. because your sister's not there. So it'd be just you and the kids. It would just be her and the kids, Judge.
Because we were here in July and I said, okay, well, alternate amend conditions to include phone calls, video, and then recall for today. And recall for today was to consider supervised visitation if no issue.
And we'd ask for bringing her back home, considering the child wants to. I did speak to the state, and that was if the court decides not to go that route, that yes, this would be the next baby step, which would be supervised visitation. She does live with grandma. Grandma is with her outside.
Well, can you all do supervised visitation?
There's no objection to that.
Again, Judge, we would request the full thing, but I understand baby steps.
All right, so we have to crawl before we can walk. And how old is the child?
12.
Okay, all right. And when does school start for her?
On Monday.
Monday.
They do 7th, 8th, and 9th
Mhm.
in junior high.
Yes. See, in junior high, we had 7th, 8th, and 9th, but if you wanted to, you could start 9th grade in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did it because my cousins were in high school. I'm like, I want to go with my cousins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the court is calling 2026 CR 008177, State versus Michael Solana. Can I have parties announced?
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Mr. Solana?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Solana, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented. Ms. Solano, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with obstruction or retaliation as a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Solana, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years. There's a $1,000 fine probated. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2026 CC 009422. There's to be restitution, if any, to bunkhouse, BUNK space HOUS. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
State defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years, TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with bunkhouse at 1000 Fredericksburg Road, 7821, the MRT and anger management. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state? Court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer receipts exhibit 1 and all attachments.
Judge reviewed that with my client. We have no objection.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. The state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just have the court follow the plea bargain.
All right, what was going on? Why are you breaking out a window? And why does it turn into this?
Yeah, I was upset because my phone got stolen.
All right, so did the window steal your phone?
No,
So why are you knocking out a window?
I was just upset. I was upset.
And how old are you?
34.
And this is how we behave when we're upset?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still learning about that. To be more patient in affliction, so I'm just barely learning that.
All right, were you homeless?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and if you were released, do you have a place to stay?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any family support here?
No, ma'am. I don't.
Where's your family? Scattered? All right, are you originally from San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Any drug issues with you?
No, ma'am. Not currently. In the
Okay,
past.
in the past, what was it?
It was methamphetamines.
How often in the past?
I was well, I was an addict for 14 years and I went to rehab when I was 30
All right, rehab where?
at Haven.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No, no offense.
When's the last time you had employment?
I just got a job just before I got out of
Doing what?
it. Photography. I just got a job in photography.
Okay. Is this a place hired you for photography or you just had a camera and you?
No, they hired me for photography.
Okay. And it appears that the restitution may be approximately $1,400. How are you planning on paying that if it is $1,400?
Getting a job.
Okay. And of course, we'll set it for a restitution hearing.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, just for the court's edification, my client is finishing his associate degree in radio, television, and film. He's planning on trying to get his bachelor's in music management. He is trying to better himself, and from what I understand in our conversations, he has been clean for some time now. He's done a good job of trying to beat his addiction. He was staying at the bunkhouse, and they were preventing him from getting some of his belongings, and he got upset, and that's what kind of led to all this. And it's not an excuse, and he knows that, and that's why he's here to take responsibility.
Oh, okay. So the bunkhouse is what, a place?
No, it's a homeless shelter.
Oh, it's a homeless shelter. Okay. You should try tiny homes that they have here in San Antonio. All right. State, anything to add with regards to the restitution?
No, Judge, I will just say that I don't believe an attempt has been made yet.
Mhm.
So I will do that and we'll ascertain.
All right. How much time do you want for the restitution hearing? 30 days? Norma, if I can have a 30-day reset for a restitution hearing on this case?
Great.
Is that a good date for you, counsel?
I'm checking right now, Judge. It's good. December 8th. Yes, Judge, that'll work.
Okay, and state your excuse. Thank you. All right, the court will sentence you to the following regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release from custody, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order probation. Do we need anger management or MRT? Yes. Okay. So I'll deduct 100 hours once you've completed the cognitive thinking course. And I will deduct the remaining hours, 1 hour for every sober support meeting that is completed. And I'm going to require sober support meetings 1 time per week.
Thank you, Judge. Let's keep going straight.
There is $1,000 fine that will be probated. If you successfully complete probation, you will not have to pay that fine. The court will sentence you to 3 years suspended and probated for 3 years. There's to be no contact with bunkhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any items remaining there?
Yeah, yes, I actually did, and I had my sister go and she was trying to pick it up. It was only like a couple of days after, they said
Wait a
that-
minute. Let's backtrack a little bit. I asked you if you had any family and you said no.
No, yeah, my sister, we're not close. I mean, she gets my stuff, she takes care of my belongings, but that's pretty much it.
That's a lot. Taking care of someone
Yeah, but
else's
she doesn't let me.
belongings is a lot.
That's true. I agree.
All right. No contact with bunkhouse at 1000 Fredericksburg Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78201. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months.
This sentencing hearing took an unexpected turn when the court was asked to decide one critical question. Should 18-year-old Jose Salazar go to prison, or should the judge give him one more chance to rebuild his life? Jose was before the court in 2 criminal cases. According to the plea agreement, one case carried a punishment cap of 2 years in a state jail facility, while the robbery case carried a cap of 10 years. The state was opposed to his application for community supervision, but the defense was prepared to show the judge that Jose was more than the charges in front of her. The first major witness was Lloyd Patterson, the CEO of Urban Apostles, a nonprofit organization that provides re-entry services to justice-impacted young people. Patterson told the court that he had been mentoring young people for about 20 years, and he had personally worked with Jose. He explained that Urban Apostles focuses on intervention, prevention, conflict resolution, substance use services, re-entry support, gang intervention, mentoring, and employment opportunities. The organization had worked with dozens of young people and, according to Patterson, had seen an 87% success rate in helping participants move forward with their lives. Then Patterson explained something that became extremely important to the judge. Jose had experienced serious problems in his family and community environment. The assessment showed significant family-related issues, including abandonment and the absence